in the nine hells is that?
And we are a go.
Alright, we want to go to start moving?
Want me to start moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the mission?
Go ahead. We'll go ahead.
What mission we doing?
We're doing, look like we're doing Sleeping Dragon or something like that.
I hope this involves a dragon because I haven't seen any dragons yet. Even though y'all say it's dragons on here.
You see one dead one when you first start the tutorial.
Oh yeah, and you see that dragon that's helping that girl, right?
Yeah, you see that from the intro. But you know, this is a game. Everything is. It's a free to play game, so like when I first started playing, like my inventory got full real quick, and it told me I could buy a bag.
That's nice.
And the cheapest bag is $10. 10 American dollars.
Wait a minute, hold what?
But luckily I got a quest that got me Adventurer's Knapsack that added another 18 slots.
Let me guess, that quest was long.
No, wasn't that long. Wasn't that long of a quest. And like I said earlier, I mean, said before, the story is throwaway in this game, and the one thing that I really enjoy is the combat.
That's it.
You know, and like I said, it gives you that Kingdoms of Amalur Fable vibe. You know, and right now we're just doing a little running around the city. We're following the breadcrumb trail. All right, so it looked like Wonn is on the Rags to Riches quest. You can see in the top right hand corner.
Justice.
Yeah, he's just pretty much got out of the tutorial. But I mean,
I just leveled up, I think. No,
even with all of the upgrades to this game, like the lip sync is still off. You know, it still has its problems, and majority of the problems come from when you're in this hub town right here, and you get the server issues. Like, I was playing the game for a minute, getting pushed back while I was walking through the city.
So you basically going in reverse.
Yeah, I had to keep retreading my steps over and over again.
Did it affect the people around you while you was walking?
Yeah.
Or did it just affect you?
You can see, like, even not just me, you can see other people that have been playing the game, they were getting pushed as well.
Wow. So this game been out 2 years and still has
in-game. Yeah, but it's just now coming to the console. So
what was on first?
Hall of Justice.
PC. It was strictly PC game.
Oh, so it's just like Skyrim, but this one came out much sooner than Skyrim, right?
Yeah, boy, this is nothing, nothing like Skyrim.
It is, because look at that monster. You got monsters in Skyrim that looks kind of like that, but better.
The Argonians don't look like that dragon.
Oh, they did. That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
It kind of pops, you know. You have the creatures like on this with the big shoulders and stuff like that. Really
stronger than you.
You know, that different kind of aesthetic. That, you know, that's the kind of art style that you know, for these types of games that really attracted me to it.
Oh, what are you on? I forgot to mention that.
He's a rogue. He's a rogue. What is it?
Rogue Trickster.
Trickster rogue. You know.
Oh, it's different rogues in this.
Yeah, you know, Dungeons and Dragons have that. You know, pretty much. That's where most of your RPGs and your different classes originated from, the Dungeons and Dragons games. You know, your rogues, your mages, your fighters, your paladins.
There's something else in the mailbox.
Not really. Nothing in the mailbox.
So it always glows.
Yeah, it always glows.
Tricks you and everything.
Goes to the Hall of Justice.
Yeah, the Hall of Justice, I think. This is where you, this is where you get into a little combat.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing right now.
As you could have just saw, I just ran back and forth, literally.
Hall of Justice. Where y'all heard that from? Come on, y'all got
yeah, since you got the Justice League.
Thank you. Oh man, that's what's making me laugh right now.
Like, we'll hop into a little combat in a minute, and this is pretty much the highlight of the game. But I say give it a try for people who are interested. Free to play MMO game, and one of the main things that really bugs me about this game, it is like a million different currencies in this game. Like, to buy something you might need, you know, like some special pendants, you know, some insignias for one thing, and you know, and since it's free to play, you know, they'll charge you for all of those things.
Because it's the easy way. It's the easiest way to get it. Just get it quick.
Yeah, but you know,
But for the people who don't mind paying for it, just pay for it. The people that don't mind, if they got the money, just pay for it.
Yeah, you don't pay for something horrible.
But to nickel and, I mean, I don't really think that they nickel and dime you. You pretty much pay for what you want.
Yeah.
You know, but
is some things over $20 in this game? Because
I don't.
I wouldn't go all the way up like that.
There's some things in here that's over. Like if you're trying to pay for a certain amount of a certain currency, then it'll cost you. You know, depending on what it is.
I like the ragdoll effect when they die. I really like that.
So they don't die like you kill them. They don't take so long to just fall down.
And since you're a trickster rogue, you're able to like do the safes and anything like for certain to unlock certain things in this game, you have to have a certain skill, like a dungeoning skill or a thief skill or a religion skill, just to unlock certain things like when you're dungeon delving. But the one thing I do like about this game, it has that same queue system that the Final Fantasy 14 has, to the point where if you want to take on a certain dungeon, but you don't have another 4 friends that's playing this game with you, you can queue that dungeon up, and when that dungeon becomes available, when they get enough people that want to do it, it'll let you know that that dungeon is ready and you can join. You know, it gives you a certain amount of time to join in for that dungeon. I do like that. You know, and I, for one, I don't play a lot of, you know, MMO games, especially not with friends.
Yeah.
So the queue system for me, it works perfectly.
You think every game need to have that?
Every MMO needs to have that.
Okay.
You know, especially if they're gonna like if to the point where like certain dungeons, you know, if it's gonna take more than 1 or 2 people to take on that dungeon, then yeah, you know, because I might not have any friends and I might be, you know, an antisocial person to the point where I don't want to make friends. I just like the story of the game. I just want to play the story, and I don't have any friends. You know, if I can just queue up, and if I'm a tank, you know, and if you're a mage, you know, then I know what my job is. You should know what your job is, and we can just go in and take on that dungeon. But like, this is one thing I like about this game that I was saying that Elder Scrolls Online should have had. Companion system. Like, this game has a companion system to the point where some missions you can take on is just be you and your companion. But if you're trying to take on that special dungeon, it's going to have to be 5 of you guys. Wow. And that's what I like, and I think that's the one thing Elder Scrolls should have had.
Do you really gotta play your role in this game? Because it seems like you just go in guns blazing. No. Like you could be a mage and you ain't gotta heal nobody.
You have to. It feels that way, but once you like, I played my first dungeon a couple of days ago, and like you guys sat here with me. That mage was not doing what she was supposed to do. So I need, you know, if I'm tanking and I'm taking on that enemy up front on the front line, I need that mage to be healing, you know, from the back. So yes, you know, it seems like it's hack and slash, and that's fine for like events like instances like this where you're by yourself. But when when you take on that dungeon and it's more than a couple enemies on the screen, you need everybody in that party doing what they're supposed to do. You know,
it seems like you just beat a couple of bosses.
No, you know, they got a lot of things in this that kind of feel like mid bosses.
Oh, really?
But it's not. I mean, by no stretch of the imagination is the single player portion of this game difficult. It's just not. You know, your health doesn't go down that fast, no matter how many enemies are by you. And one of the first potions you get refills 1,000 HP. So
you really don't die in this game at all. It's impossible.
I haven't died. Well, I've died one time, but that was the first time I was in that dungeon.
Oh,
you know, that was the first time I died. And you see, like for that one, you need an Arcana skill to open up that kit, you know, or a kit to open up that chest. You know, so
you gotta pay for those too.
Yeah, but those you can buy with just your in-game currency that you earn.
Oh, tokens are that?
Yeah, and you go to your campfire, campsites, and that refills your health. You know.
Oh, that's nice.
But I mean, it's a good game. It has its flaws, but that's with any MMO. but it looks okay on the Xbox One. I mean, by no stretch of the imagination is it a Rise Son of Rome. It just doesn't have that look about it. You know, it doesn't. It's not that beautiful. You know, and it does run into frame rate issues every now and then, to where, you know, if there's a lot of enemies on the screen, it'll kind of, you know, it kind of hiccup. You know,
has there ever been to the point the game crashed on you, like made you fall through the world?
No, I haven't had any hard crashes or any fall through the world crashes. It pauses when you're, like I said, like now it's fine. Like you will probably run into no issues when you're like taking on a mission like this, but once you leave this mission and it brings you back to the hub, to the main work, to the main city, that's when you run into all of the problems. Like the biggest thing for me is when the game pauses and you're sitting there for like 20 seconds waiting for the server to catch up. You know, that's the biggest thing. You know,
basically, you just want to avoid that main hub. Like, you just don't want to go back home. You just want to stay out here without any server issues and just fighting goblins, demons, and get your person up to that right level.
Yeah. You know, and I mean, you can, you know, I mean, you can grind. You know, it's different levels. Like, you'll come into certain cities to where you can just keep grinding the enemies over and over again. And I did that a couple of times to get a little bit above level. You know, and the leveling system on here, it's pretty intuitive. Some things are explained and a lot better than other things. Pause for a minute. Wonn. Bring up your go into your character powers, and you have your combat powers, and they can be leveled up 3 times. But in order to get to rank 3, you have to spend at least 20 points. You know, so you pretty much have to level up almost 20 times. You have to be at least level 20 before you're able to unlock tier 3 of most of your abilities. And if you go down, like certain abilities only unlock at 5 points. Like you're able to get the Death Strike now, or once you get your next point, and then at 10 points, like pretty much by the time you get to level 10, you'll have another 3 skills that unlock, and you can go over to general, and that pretty much shows like from when you picked your god, you know, when you pick the city that you're from, it comes with these different, you know, instances. But the only thing that really matters is your shift skill, your tactical skill. That's the only one that's pretty much an active skill. Everything else is pretty much passive.
Can I get any more?
No.
Are you serious?
You know, and you have your boons, and I haven't really used any of these yet because my level isn't high enough. I think you got to be at least level 35.
30.
Yeah, before you're able to use it.
It seems like there's a lot of booms.
And
just unlock.
We'll play my level 17 character, and you'll get to see like a little bit of the companion menu. You know.
Oh yeah, I heard your companion does anything he wants to do.
Yeah, you don't control your companion. You pretty much, you're able to give them rune stones. You're able to give them amulets and stuff like that, and to kind of increase his power. You're able to give them, and you're able to actually they pretty much treat your companion like a weapon.
Yeah,
that's how they talk about them. Like you able to equip your companion with enchantments, you know, to increase their power.
So he's just like a sword.
That's how they the dialogue of how they talk about your companions is like they treat it like a weapon. You know,
they don't treat it like a human being, like your friend that's on a journey with you.
Yeah. I mean, like you'll see, like your companion can be a person or an animal. You know,
I like that knife throwing.
Yeah, I just figured that out.
But you only have two sets. You know, you have slot 1 and slot 2, so you're able to have maybe 8 different skills that you can use at one time.
I don't see how you can run out of those knife throwing.
Yeah, I don't think you do.
You know, that's pretty much one. That's his main attack.
Oh, okay, that's nice, and you can get it more powerful, right?
I can throw stuff too.
That's nice.
you can increase the tiers. You haven't used your special yet, have you?
Nope.
You know how to do it? Hold down, press your left bumper.
Yep.
Left bumper brings up your second set of skills that you can use, and that's where your special is. It should be left bumper and X.
See how it is. He's getting his butt whooped right now.
Yeah, but even with all those hits,
Oh,
like,
that's nice.
his health doesn't take.
I want to be that.
And like I say, the combat is what makes this a really good game.
I'm not gonna lie, the combat is pretty nice for me.
Yeah, and then once that middle crystal fills up again, you increase that by defeating enemies. Once it fills up again, you can use your special again. So, like I said, and I reiterated, the combat is what attracted me to this game. Like I haven't spent a dime in the game yet. I came very close to buying a book bag because, running out of inventory is a pet peeve. I need inventory space, because I like collecting, I like selling, I like alchemy, I like the enchantments.
The only thing that I see worth buying in this game is a move that you really need to survive.
No, that you don't. You level up your character the regular way. It's all of the extra things that cost money. Like nothing for your character costs money. Like learning skills, that doesn't cost anything. That just comes with level. So the higher your level, the more skills you learn. So that you don't have to pay for. But if you want to buy
a special weapon or something,
yeah, then that's gonna cost. And it's kind of like Destiny. Like how you had to have those rare coins to buy specific weapons. It's the same way in this. You have to have a certain currency if you want this specific type of weapon.
But I wonder, do they got a Zerg on this? Like, a special person that sells those only legendary weapons.
I don't know if they have a special person, but they have specific people you go to get certain things within the game. I actually, I like the combat enough to the point where, because of all of the currencies, I kind of wish that they would just let me pay $15 a month, and everything and I get everything instead
for
of
free.
Yeah, not for free. For that monthly fee, instead of having to have 20 different kind of currencies to get something.
I like this movie right here.
Yeah,
I like the movie.
Oh, the cutscenes are nice.
They not like Naruto.
I guess you have to fight this thing.
Nice.
Yes,
Oh snap!
You do.
And see, armor like that, I would love to get something like that.
I don't think your characters look like the other characters that have the special. Oh, not you way back.
No, but it's good though. Like your armor shows up on your character. Whatever you put on them, it changes. It's not like Marvel heroes to the point where the only thing that changes is the costumes that you buy, and you pick up all of this armor within the game, and it never changes your character. I put like 8 different kinds of boots on Captain America, but never mind. That's a rant.
I actually want to play this game. I don't even play this game.
This is your type of game though. Just like you like Kingdoms of Amalur.
Like if you like that, you like
you
this.
would like this. You just have to get used. And I like the quest system. It's that kind of quest system to where it tells you where everything is at. It's not that hardcore quest system to where you have to actually look for the different places.
Okay.
It pretty much tell you where everything is at. That breadcrumb trail, it stays on the ground. I think you might be able to cut that off.
I don't want to turn that off because what if I really do get lost?
It really came in handy for me. Like when I played my dungeon for the first time, being able to, like you be in a dungeon with a lot of people that have already played that dungeon and they just running off. It came in handy actually telling me where I needed to go. That way I didn't need to have to keep paying attention to the person that was leading.
Yeah.
The quest. So I like that. So for me, I like that it's on. But some people might want to actually cut it off.
Oh, do multiple bosses drop any like special armor?
Yeah. You get special armor drops, rare and unique weapons from specific bosses that you might fight.
Is rare going to be orange, purple?
Your unique is purple. I think your rare is like it might be orange or something like that. I'm not sure.
Okay. Your normal gonna be white.
Your common is green. I think your common is green. Your rare might be blue.
Okay.
So, but we'll get ready to jump to the next character and kind of give you guys a look at a higher level character and some of the things that come with that as far as the companion system. And we'll kind of hop into some of the different currencies that the game wants you to have to get specific items.
Hey, Dad, what you play as?
He plays
I'm a fighter, a regular fighter.
right now. I'm pretty sure he got that spider from the
Alright, and we are back with the level 17 character.
We just went to a level 6 to a level 17.
We had a brief interlude. I'm a level 17 Guardian Fighter. And
Is that a big thing in this game?
this is Nemo.
He just started laughing.
You know, he's okay. One thing, you know, we wanted to show a little bit of the companion menu. You don't get to create your companion. You know, you kind of get one that's preset, but mine, he's pretty much a mage, a wizard, and you get to outfit him with, you know, different kind of rune stones, some talisman. I don't have a talisman now, but rings and stuff like that, you know.
Just to make him stronger.
Yeah, I think his armor actually changes the higher his level goes, kind of like your guy in Diablo.
Yeah,
oh, that's nice. I like that.
I think that's how it does that. Don't quote me on that, but because if Nemo is wearing them damn boots through this whole game, we gonna have some problems.
Hey, I got a question. When you got him, did it ask you, do you want a mage rogue?
Mm-hmm. You get to pick which one you want. I mean, I could have got a dog.
I would have got a dog.
But just my play style, I know I like a wizard. I need a wizard with me. You know.
What can give you no? It's a dog.
He's good for my crowd control. Like I have a few crowd control area of effect moves, but my wizard is good for the crowd control.
I wonder how Nemo like laughs at you, plays around with you. Would that dog do the same thing? Oh, we just
probably.
That's a big old
That's what I'm
spider.
saying. When you get into the game, you know, I say try it out. You know, try out the dog.
I don't get the dog.
But you can jump.
Yeah, I can jump. You can jump.
I didn't know we could jump in this game.
Learn something new every day.
Oh, that's a golden horse. That's nice.
But I want to show a little bit of the currency in this game. I'm trying to see where I need to. This is the guy that give you the keys for different dungeons.
So I forget, what is currency?
The different kind of money that you need to buy different things in this game. Oh, let me go to the market. That's what I need to.
What, like silver, gold, and copper?
Yep, you have that. You know, it kind of has that Dragon Age. It kind of gives you that Dragon Age vibe with your money. Like at the bottom left, you have your gold, your silver, and your copper. Like Dragon Age, the first Dragon Age had that same kind of currency standard for theirs. But just the different things, like this lady, she sells seals. I can't buy anything. I have 18 lion seals, so now I can buy something. So she sells everything for seals. My money does not count here.
Speaking of Dragon Age, can you get married?
She sells things for money, so that's fine. But a lot of other people, they do not.
Dad, can you get married in this game?
And
Yeah, have relationships.
I have no idea.
Oh, you haven't made it to that point?
That I haven't made, so I don't even know who would be your interest. And he sells everything in these kind of I can't remember. Oh, astral diamonds. And when I got to level 15, I got these 2,900 astral diamonds that I have at the bottom, so I can spend them now. But it's only because it is a free to play game. You know, like if it was regular $15 a month, you would accumulate those astral diamonds in a whole nother way.
Yep.
Like now, you either have to buy them or you have to do something very specific to get them, and that's because of the free-to-play element that this game has. You know.
I don't even know why they made it free to play.
But that's the one thing, like, you know, you see Nemo? Nemo is not the only companion you can have. You are able to have up to a bunch of companions, actually. You have all these different companion slots. So I can go buy another companion right now. You know.
What if he becomes Nemo again? The same thing.
That would upset me if I pick another wizard and he looks exactly like Nemo.
Because I think it depends on your level.
That would,
which one you get.
That would really upset me. But it's different things. We're gonna get out of the city right now, give you guys a little bit different view.
Oh yeah, this is the
It
map.
could be Nemo stuff.
We're gonna go to spell burst real quick.
Or they do the same thing.
Nemo could have a twin.
They just keep pointing at you and laughing.
Except the name could be Bemo instead of Nemo.
And that's the only thing I was able to choose. Like, I was able to choose his name. Nothing that he has on, not how he looks, just his name. And like I said, the mission, you know, it does have its problems, but the story, you can skip past a lot of the story stuff.
Have you ever made it to a scary mission? Like deals with demons, ghosts, a witch?
Yeah, I've done a witch one before.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I wonder if it's vampires. Like Skyrim got, you know, like wolves, vampires.
Demons right there look like it.
Okay, this is a scary mission. Okay.
Yeah.
In level 19.
So,
You only level 17.
yeah.
It's gonna be a little difficult for you.
So I like it how nice the game is balanced throughout. Like even though they're level 19, they're ganging.
See, as you can see, you see Nemo back there. You see what he doing? That's all he do.
That's all you do?
Yeah, he hasn't. I mean, he's a baby. He's a baby right now. Just got him. You know, I'm gonna get him to where he need to be. So, but right now, you know, he doesn't have any big magic spells, you know, to the point where he can really affect the battlefield. But you know, he does. I have to protect him because they will kill him.
Oh, you don't know if you get him back if he dies?
Oh yeah, he comes back to life. That's not a problem. But
you just use your special move?
yeah, just a little crowd control. While Nemo,
I like the rogues way better.
I would have liked to, like at least, you know, like tell him what to do. You know, like if I'm attacking this one creature and we have like a certain thing like we just had to where you have to destroy the kind of the pillars, I would like to be able to tell him, okay, you attack the pillars while I attack, you know, everybody else.
I think you asking for a little too much. This ain't Dragon Age.
I see. You know.
Oh, that guy was with you. He didn't help at all. So he's just a standby. Oh, he actually helped.
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering what he was there for.
Yeah. So that I would have liked to have a little bit more control over that, you know, of my companion. You know, since he is my companion, I got to name him. You know, I would like to be able to tell him, okay. And I like that. I like the different things. Like the enemies, you know, they do have a nice variety in the enemies. Like you fight that guy and he gets bigger as the battle goes on. So that's nice. I like that. The variety of the enemies that they have on this game is nice.
Do they got where you get injured, it stays on you until you like heal
until
it
you have but
like a portion.
They do have it like where you do get injured and you need like an injury kit, or you'll take damage. You'll constantly, you know, take more and more damage.
Are they fighting each other?
No,
they all
they're not fighting
you.
each other. So,
Got that area of
That's
effect.
boy.
but
Yeah. They always go for Nemo.
Nemo, see, with him being a mage, he shouldn't even be close.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but
They going for him. Then they go after the weakest first.
Go out
yeah,
there.
I mean, that's the way the AI should be programmed. So where you do go after the mage first.
So it's a good thing to be a mage and a bad thing at the same time.
Mm-hmm. And see, he pretty much stands back. Like he doesn't, you know, he pretty much does what he's supposed to do. You know, he stands back and like he'll see him move back like that, and he'll, you know, pretty much get where he needs to be. You know, out of the battle, out of the fray. but he still gets targeted. You know, and his health regenerates over time. So
That's how you try to go back there. So it is some fake barriers.
yeah, there's some barriers you do run into. Can't get that. My Arcana skill not high enough, but
It feels like you're in that dream setting, like you're in somebody's dream trying to
like
like freedom.
like the Rift.
Yeah.
yeah.
Have you ever went to like a castle where like you met their base and their leader?
Mm-hmm.
Did he just get bigger?
Yeah.
Oh, they got those kind of special effects on them.
I talked about that like
Oh, I thought you was talking about something
5
else.
minutes ago.
I thought you was talking about something
You
else.
know who does not pay attention. But like this is what I try to jump through those awful story portions so I can get into this combat. So I can use my dungeoneering skill, take different aspects.
I actually want to see you in the dungeon right now.
Well, this is pretty much a self-contained instance. It's not a dungeon, but so. And you can, I mean, it's you don't really have that much of a difficulty. Like, what are these? Level 19. I mean, they're 2 levels above me, and I'm having, you know, my way with them, and you know, so to speak.
You think if they was level 20?
I
Nah,
still
'cause he fought at level 20.
I still don't think it would be that difficult, even if they were level 20. But I've only run into difficulties like in the actual dungeons. Like,
the dungeons much harder than just an actual mission.
Yeah, 'cause this is like a story mission.
and see, this is where like having your companion, you know, this is where your companion comes into play, like for these types of missions.
Seems like they can't keep up with you, so they just teleport where you at.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I told you, it has its issues, like stuff like that. Like he'll pop up 1, 2.
Yeah, that hurts my eyes right now.
Yeah. So.
But I like how you get charged. Like that.
Yeah,
that makes everything worthwhile.
That's a night for you.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's one of my favorite moves.
But why you can't turn invisible? That one. Well, you just can't turn.
He
invisible.
probably can.
Sure,
You
bro.
gotta remember, he's only level 5. You know, once he gets up in level, it'll probably be completely different.
Okay.
All right.
So this is the boss fight. This is the biggest boss fight.
Nah, you probably get to that boss fight in a little bit. But
Gotta deal with his minions.
yeah. But you best believe when I leave this one, something is red back there. I am going to be level 18, buddy. Then we can kind of, I hope so, that way we can kind of let everybody see a little bit of the
Leveling up.
the leveling system.
Do you turn gold? Like yellow, like you know how Destiny is. Like you see that little gold thing come down, boom.
No, but you get something like that, and you get this big level 18 to pop up on the screen in a big circle.
Okay.
So you do know.
Oh, I wanted to ask one more thing. Can you just go past the enemies without fighting?
Yeah.
Just go and just do the mission without fighting these guys.
No, you probably some of them you have to fight, but you are able to go past certain enemies and not aggro them. You know, so if you're not close, then you can just go by most of them.
Oh yeah, I lied. That's not my last question.
So
I'm gonna ask some more questions.
I know that's not your last question.
Cause I'm still skeptical of getting this game, playing this game actually.
I think you would really like this game. You like this kind of combat.
I like the combat, but I'm just saying the missions are over.
To me, this game is not really challenging to me. To
No,
me, it's not.
It's not challenging. And that's why I kind of think, like, if you really want that challenge, it's best for you to play the dungeons. And, like, now I have a lot of things that, you know, I want to sell. And, like, you also pick up different kind of items, like, that might be for another type of character. Like this one is for a trickster rogue.
That's for me.
Like I don't have any,
Trickster.
I don't really want to play. I thought about playing a rogue, but I usually always play a rogue.
Oh, you're a two-handed person?
Yeah. But
Hey, can you change that? Oh, this is a question for you. Can you change those two swords? Those two swords you got, right? Two daggers you got. Can you turn one into a shield?
No.
You can't?
No, I'm a rogue.
That's a rogue too.
No, it's not.
It's like Captain America. He got his fist and his shield.
He's not a rogue. Black Widow is kind of like a rogue.
But you got two guns.
That's still a rogue.
But that's my phone going off. But you can't switch your
main hand weapon.
Yeah, you can't switch it to none of those.
No, I don't think you can.
No, like I haven't been able to put a second weapon where my shield is. I kind of think you are what you are.
Oh, so it's nothing like nothing like Skyrim.
You were born. You were born to be a knight. That is your life right there.
Mm.
Oh, okay. Cancel that.
But Skyrim gives you that that point that you can switch to anything you want. You can.
Look at that Skyrim.
You just gotta make your person.
That need to be identified.
That's it.
I'll do that a little bit later. Like this is another currency. There's many arrows, insignias. You need this to buy a specific thing in the game as well. And these are your professions. It's not, you don't craft like regularly. You have to hire like an apothecary or a mercenary, and that's how you do your training, or a smelter, and he'll do your weapons for you. Like he'll go out and pick up different kind of items that you need to make a specific weapon, and to do it takes real time, real world time. If it says 15 minutes, that's real world 15 minutes. And the last one I had was 6 hours. It took to complete something.
That's like a day going at work.
A day at school.
Yeah, we got seven.
But it's no different. Like playing Elder Scrolls, and when you learn a weapon trade in the Elder Scrolls, it might take 7 days to learn 7 real world days.
And you can speed it up with real money.
Not in Elder Scrolls. You probably can now.
Yeah.
Like with Elder Scrolls going free to play, but
So the reason they turn them into free to play because they think people not gonna buy them?
No, they turn them into free to play most of the times because they're not making what they wanted to make.
Okay.
Like if it would have I paid $15 a month for Elder Scrolls, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But a lot of people paid that $15 and they might have played. They probably did the first month because you usually get the first month free, and they probably did that first month and never came back to the game. And because the company isn't making what they would like to make off of it, it goes free to play, and they hope to make more off people. Maybe paying $5 here, $2 here for something.
For a skill or for a horse or something like that. The thing I would pay for in the Elder Scrolls is to become a wolf without any affection of the sun or the moon.
You paying to personalize.
Yeah, I want that. That's what I want.
But one thing I will say is that this game has a bunch of sewers. I've probably done 10 missions with having to come down into the sewer. That I would like as far as the enemies go,
yeah,
they have a great variety, but they do not have good variety when it comes to location.
Well, I like the enemies. I like how they look, what kind of armor they got on.
And that's what I'm saying. Like the versatility of the enemies is great. Just the locations is not so great.
And a lot of people play this game. Am I correct?
It's like I had one mission and I just knew that he was like, but their hideout is in the sewer. I'm like, damn it, the sewer again?
It doesn't change?
Doesn't change. Sewer still looks the same.
Or the doors.
The doors in the sewer.
Sometimes the enemies change. Like sometimes you'll come into the sewer and instead of rats, it's people. You know.
Can they even hit? They hit you while you down?
Yeah, you still get hit.
Oh, okay. Oh, it seems like you poisoned
It's
something.
not that they just gonna wait for you to get back up.
Yeah, but it doesn't last long. Like, you'll get poisoned, and like now you see it goes away.
Oh. So the emblem for poison is that little green skull.
Screen skull face. So, yeah. Like that guy who just walked out of there. I have no idea who that was.
Just walked out without saying thank you or anything.
Some kind of way. He probably did say thank you. I don't know. But, go this way.
Do you know where you are? Like a Dragonborn or something like that?
No, I'm just a guardian fighter. That's all I know.
Oh, okay.
Like, it's not like, you know, like, you pretty much make your character. They don't tell you you're special. They don't tell you you're the only person that can do this. You pretty much make a guy, and then you be like, hey, you look like an adventurer. How about just adventuring the rest of your life? That's pretty much what you do.
Till I
You
take
an arrow to the knee. Oh, don't even start that.
So that's pretty much it. I thought that they would say, you know, maybe you were some kind of special person.
Yeah, it's
but
just
that's
like that dragon that took out your heart in that one.
You know.
Dragon's dog.
that made you want to keep going and see
Yeah,
get
but
your heart back.
that gave you were somebody. I mean, that gave you purpose.
Yeah,
Like, you don't really have that purpose. The only purpose you really have here is that
saving people.
when you first start off the game, you start off with this guy. Like, he kind of walks you through the tutorial. Hey, walk over here, and then all of a sudden he dies, and they think that because you spent maybe 5 minutes with this guy in the tutorial, all of a sudden you're supposed to feel something for this guy, and that gives you your reason to go out.
No, because he literally tells you, you're the only one that can do that. I'm like,
No, he
you
doesn't-
just met me.
He doesn't even tell you that. Well, he kind of does.
Oh my
The way y'all put this guy, he sounds like a
'Cause
creepy
he-
old
oh,
dude that
'cause
comes
he-
up to you
no.
and say,
He's a young.
"You're special."
Because it makes no sense.
No, he's a young guy,
He a
and
young
then
guy?
you know how it goes. Like, the big berserker comes out there,
Yeah.
and he just runs up like he's the man. I'm like, I'm doing all the fighting. You should stay back. But he decides to run up, and then, he dies, and then he tells you, you're the only person that can defeat her. Now, you don't even know who you are. You just made this person. This is not like,
And he never asked that question.
you
Your
know,
person,
we
he
but
never
you-
asked.
your
choose
guy
your
never,
backstory.
your guy never came from, it's not that Dragon's Dogma backstory. It's just a guy. They started you off in character creation. The story isn't that, that you're the only person, you're the Dragonborn. You're not the Dragonborn. You just, they just pretty much, introduce you as you just like to adventure.
He tried to make you feel like a badass for a minute.
Yeah, for a minute.
Oh, okay, I gotta get into this story. I really
It's
do.
not really a story.
Well, I just saw Master Splinter down there.
It's a
So
bunch
yeah,
of
I'm gonna go get
a
him.
bunch of Master Splinters down here. Look at it. It's Southpaw.
It'd be funny if the Toros just came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I'll be, oh man,
So,
he looks like a demon with like fused into a rat. If you
Yeah.
look at him closely.
all right, now let's take care. Let's do the ads now, Nemo. Let's do the ads. I have to train you.
I don't even think Nemo listening right now. You just saying
Nemo,
kill that big rat.
Nemo, he gonna level up with me. The ads, Nemo. Take care of the ads
See,
now.
This game is supposed to make you feel all bad and powerful.
Yeah.
So they make the bosses real easy. Like, you took out Southpaw in less than 2 minutes. Southpaw should have been the strongest one out of everybody. He should have had like a knockback move that knocked you all the way back, and then you go back up there and
See,
fight him.
that's your level.
Oh,
up.
that's nice. I actually like that. That's really nice. Thunder comes down, hits your body, and makes you feel like a
That
badass.
makes you feel like more of a badass. Like, oh, he's level 18. I'm a badass now.
It'd be funny when you hit level, like, you 18 right now, right? It'd be funny when you hit level 21. You fight level 21 at kicking your butt. Like,
And it's gonna get higher. I mean, it's gonna get a little bit harder the higher level you go. But we'll go into the feats and the powers So you go into the power, go back into the combat.
We already seen how Wonn
I still haven't, I'm still not level 20, so I haven't spent 20 points to get to tier 3 of my cleave yet. So what I've been doing is just pretty much putting points into a little bit of everything like this. I can mark enemies, and because I'm a tank, like I'll create all the threat. All of the threat will come to me. They will focus on me. But I have my guardian assault while blocking. And most of these things can convert. Like, at level 18 now I can unlock my left bumper and Y move.
Okay. So you gonna show us how that look?
So I can take the fighter's recovery. I can heal. It'll heal me. So I can take this, upgrade it, and now it's left bumper and Y. And this specific combination of button presses, it told me it would not unlock until I hit level 18. So I could do left bumper and X, but I could not do left bumper and Y. And now I can do left bumper and Y.
You can do both.
Yeah. But you pretty much spend time down here in the sewer most of the game.
But who took you under their wing after that dude died? Nobody?
Nobody.
You just went off in the world.
Once that dude died, I became the ultimate adventurer. And these guards were sitting here the whole time.
They didn't even know.
With Southpaw, what they were doing, just listening to the ass whooping.
South Park was awesome.
Do you hear that?
So they didn't even come.
They just in safety right now. Safety zone.
Anything down here. Let's go.
Is this a free world game? Open world?
Yes, it's
sort of, kind of.
Yeah, it's not open world. It has hubs. So you'll go to the map and then that'll load you into a specific hub, which is open for you to explore, but it's not an open world.
Okay.
I get
you
so
always
happy.
get a treasure chest.
Yes, I always get happy when I see that.
Most times.
Mission.
Yeah.
It reminds me of Skyrim.
One other thing I like though, I like that it tells you about armor. Like it tells you, okay, this is recommended, and it highlights in green. Okay, this is what it's gonna boost. This is what it's gonna be negative. But I like that, not having to do all the damn math yourself and figure out if this is a better piece of equipment than the one you have on.
Some people like doing the math.
No, I YOLO it. I just equip it.
Those things I don't mind, and these are your feats to where you get to unlock different. I pretty much look at these as perks.
Yeah.
And I've unlocked the first 3 of this strength focus and the toughness. But now this is the third one for this one. It gives me more action points for guarding.
Can you reset it?
I think you actually have to pay for that.
Oh.
It has one thing in here to where I put it up in my bank to the point where you can reset, all of your moves, all of your skill points. You can do that.
That's nice.
And see, like now, let me check out Nemo. See, like now, see where it says needs training.
Oh, he's max 15.
Max rank is rank 5. So now, I go to his options. And it can begin training. So it say this companion is ready to train and increase in rank.
How long is it going to take?
So it's going to take 7 minutes. That is increased by 2 minutes from the last time. Or I can pay 466 astral diamonds.
Which I have.
You got that?
Yeah,
yes,
I have it.
29,000.
But I'm not.
But
I am going to wait these 7 minutes.
Do he
of course,
leave?
I don't care for Nemo.
And it counts. Yeah, he leaves.
That quick.
Goodbye.
He is gone.
The dude who always on your journey is laughing at you, and he just dipped out.
I sent him off. I don't know who training him, but I kind of figure if he was my companion, they should at least show the cutscene of me training him, since I am the ultimate adventurer. But they decide to send Nemo off to somebody else to train. I'm not good enough, I guess.
That'd be a good mission if they actually show you who trains these guys. That'd be a great mission.
Now we are back in the city,
which we still don't know what it's called.
Go to this gate so I can finally figure out what this city. Oh, Protector's Enclave.
Oh my God.
Okay. So we're good.
I'm pretty sure that city was just a tap.
Well, glad you guys decided to join us today for the video. Just a nice little walkthrough of Neverwinter, Dungeons and Dragons, Neverwinter for the Xbox One. It's enjoyable, like we said. I mean, story is what the story is. None of these MMOs have a perfect story.
Nope.
But this one has that combat, you know, kind of reminded me a little bit of Fable, a little bit of Kingdoms of Amalur. And that's kind of why we wanted to give it a chance and let you guys check it out. This guy right here, he just ran up on me. What's
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I thought you wanted to be a
but,
friend for a second.
You know, in another 5 minutes, Nemo will be back and we'll start adventuring again. All right, guys, y'all wave to everybody.
They can't see us
Like,
right
they literally
now.
gonna see
And
me.
I have no clue how to make this guy do any waves.
Really?
Yes.
Can he dance?
Oh, but
I
apparently
like
Nemo can do all that
Nemo
though.
can do everything. But,
Oh, they always running up on you.
all right, we'll talk to you guys a little bit later. Thanks for watching.
Have a nice day.